What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Crocs and Hot Pockets podcast. My name is Knackers, and today it is episode number 170. It is the very first podcast episode of 2022, and we hope you are doing well. Tonight on the show with me, as always, I've got Middle Age Stream and Bishop GP. What's going on, Jimmy?
What up, dude?
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. And Bishop GP, sir, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm just doing good, man. You know, I've been playing some games. I've been chilling. Just got off a break. We're back at work now. I'm sure everybody's feeling the same way, but man, did I need a break. So the 2 weeks I had off was so nice. It was
both of you fucking assholes had 2 whole paid weeks off of work. I'm so jealous. I can't complain. I had 7 years of 8 weeks of paid vacation every year, so I can't complain.
I'm working in a petri dish right now, so you definitely can't complain.
Thank you. Chat, I just spent the last 2 hours and 11 minutes waiting for Hungry Howies to deliver a fucking pie to my front door. So at the beginning of this podcast, I'm just going to be stuffing my face with pizza, and you're just going to have to deal with it. It finally, it just got here as I hit go live. So I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever eaten on the podcast. I maybe done it like once or twice, but I don't know. Who the fuck cares? Here we are. It's so awesome to see everybody. And if you're curious, it's fucking sausage and pineapple, round with herb garlic crust. Suck me. If you like pineapple on pizza and you like ham and pineapple, you gotta try sausage and pineapple. It is like next level disgusting delicious. I absolutely love it.
All right, just eat your damn pizza, okay?
Hey, a nice mic up there, Bishy.
Hey, man, thanks, man. I'm kind of a big deal, you know, part of the beta. Hey, have you ever tried pepperoni and pineapple? That's also really good.
You know what? I haven't. Somebody told me about that recently. I want to say because Conbot was the one that introduced me to sausage and pineapple. But you know, any meat pineapple.
Are you trying to tell me Conbot introduced you to sausage?
No.
And pineapple?
My dad did. All right. Anyways, it's so good to see you guys. I think it's been a straight month since we've had a podcast again. This is the first podcast of 2022. It's awesome to see you both. So many changes. I started growing hair again, which was great. Jimmy is in a brand new shag shack, totally different background. Bishop's got a hat. I don't think I've ever seen a baseball hat.
A hat.
And also sporting a brand new sexy beacon microphone as well. So new things all around. And speaking of new things, I decided to be a millennial bitch and pick up one of these overpriced thermoses because of the cool colors.
You a millennial?
Yeah.
So
he's now a millennial bitch, but I think he's not admitting to himself that he was the bitch all along, and now he's just
he's just admitting to being a millennial bitch now.
Yeah.
No, I wear Crocs. Okay, I just get any more bitch than that. I love my Crocs. But yeah, anyways, I got one of these nice little mugs. I got some delicious whiskey in there. What are we drinking?
I have
metal straw.
What have I been drinking? For those of you that don't know, as you can tell by the custom Bosa jersey, I'm a huge Niners fan. It was like the craziest game today. I'm not going to get into it, but they won in overtime, and I may or may not have had a few beers earlier today. So to cap it all off, just as a nice little like nightcap, I have a 32-ounce margarita that's frozen. So I'm thinking maybe I should order a pizza too. Maybe. I did have wings hours ago. I may want to order a pizza.
Somewhere in between that, and I feel for you, Knackers, because I ordered Uber Eats probably like 2 weekends ago, and the worst feeling in the world is when you're like, you know what, fuck it, we're getting delivery tonight. We're gonna cough up the cash. We're gonna spend an extra like $5-10 on this meal, and we're gonna get some pizza. We're gonna get wings, whatever the hell it is, and you're stoked about it because you're like, oh, I'm splurging. Like this isn't like a healthy meal or whatever it is, but you're getting some good shit, and then shit's late. In my instance, my order was picked up. The guy was riding a bike, very Portland, the delivery driver, picked it up across the river, rode across the river to the side that I live on. And then was 3 stops. He had 3 stops to make. Stop 1, successful. Stop 2, successful. Stop 3, right? My stop. It says that it's delivered. I'm like, what the fuck? The guy canceled the ride because he never picked up the order. I waited like an hour and a half for this guy to ride his fucking bike around, then never got the wings. And then he said that it was delivered. So like going through the process of me having to pay for it, like signing it as delivered is like, oh yeah, I completed the order. I'm
Right.
like, what the fuck is going on? So I hit up the driver and he's like, oh yeah, you know what? I never picked up the order. If you tell me where the restaurant is, I can go get it. I'm like, dude, it's been like an hour. Like no fucking chance. So that all happened. Then like I was just pissed. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like I waited all this time. Now it's like, it's like 10:15, 10:30. Places are no longer delivering. Like there's like 4 places that are now open. And I was like, man, that fucking sucks. So I know that feeling. You waited a very long time. Fuck Hungry Howies, by the way.
Dude, here is and you don't even have to tell me, but I already know. The biggest problem with services like DoorDash, there is no obligation to you or to the person that made the food. There's no hurry to get it to you on time. There's no hurry to not flip the fucking pizza box over upside down so that all the toppings are splat. They don't fucking care. I have never, ever ordered DoorDash in my entire life, and I never
I'm
fucking
ordering
will.
DoorDash right now.
Oh my God. How much do you pay for that yearly subscription of DoorDash, Jimmy?
I ordered enough where it pays for itself.
If you order enough, it's worth it. Don't ever use Uber Eats. Fuck Uber Eats. So after I waited all this time, they said it was delivered. So I had to contact customer service to be like, hey, I never got the food. The guy said it was delivered instead of canceling it. Like this delivery guy's a fucking moron. Then they're like, oh yeah, no problem. I didn't get a credit. I didn't get a sorry or anything like that from the customer service rep. They're just like, oh yeah, we noticed, or thank you for reporting this. Go ahead and make another order. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, you're not going to comp the meal. You're not going to like, give me a credit for free delivery. Nothing. Like what type of customer service is this? I was going full on Karen. Like,
okay, so my pizza will be here sometime between 8:53 and 9:03. So you'll have to excuse me while I go get my pizza so I can eat some. I don't want you to feel alone eating pizza on the podcast, Knackers. So I took one for the team.
If you get your pizza a second earlier than 2 hours and 11 minutes, I'm banning you from the podcast.
I'm hitting the start button on my Apple Watch. # not sponsored, but think about it.
Do we all have Apple Watches on right now?
I don't have mine on.
Oh, damn it.
But think about it. # think about it.
Jimmy, quick recap from the last month. What's going on in your life?
Okay, so quick recap. Obviously, it was the holidays. It was nice. We didn't go anywhere because of COVID, which obviously turned out to be the right choice. And I spent the holiday break streaming and helping my wife basically carry shit and hold shit in place for whatever she needed to do for the Stream Shack. She finished it up literally on New Year's Eve. Like, it's not 100% done, but it's done enough to where I could start streaming. Like I have a few more pieces of acoustic foam I need to put up. I've still got some boxes from storage I need to decorate and everything and do a few things. I got to put my nano leaves, which have been sitting in a box for the last 2 years, put them back up, but it's nice.
What did you do with them? Where did you end up putting them?
I haven't put them up yet.
Oh, you just took them out of the box.
They've been in a box.
Yeah, but you took them out of the box, which is the commitment. Yeah. I have nano leaves too, and I don't have them.
I was waiting for my wife to finish building the bench. She's building it's like a love seat type bench.
Yeah,
it's all wood, and it's got storage underneath.
Yep.
And she's actually working on that right now. And then once that's in, I'll put the lighting in and everything else.
Got it. So just to confirm, you're telling chat that you've unboxed your LifeX or your nano leaf panels, but you haven't done anything with them yet.
Because I didn't know exactly where the bench, the height of the seating.
No, it's okay, man. No, I was just confirming. No, you're good, man. You took them out of the box. That's a pretty big deal.
I took them out of the box. Okay.
That's good. I was gonna ask you because I've had nano leaves for 2 years and haven't used mine yet. And I was looking at that today.
Why don't you send them to me? Send them to me then,
dude. I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what to like. What do I put them on the wall behind me? I don't know, man. Why don't you send them to me? I'll buy them from you. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I just don't know what I could make with the shape. And I don't know if that's like a lack of my creativity. I'm just kind of like, yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
That's why
there's only so many ways that you can arrange those things.
This guy Jimmy wants to buy my nano leaves so he can add them to the stack of nano leaves that he has yet to use.
I've used them. I just haven't put them. This thing has only been up for a little while.
You just took them out of the box. Using them is not taking them out of the box. This isn't a fucking toothbrush, man.
Come on, man.
Oh my God. Slack. Bishop, what are you drinking? Real quick, Jimmy. I forgot to ask Bishop what he was drinking.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm chilling. I'm not drinking anything but agua, and I have a bang from earlier. But did Jimmy finish his intro to like what he did for the
Nope.
last couple
Nope.
months?
Go for it.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Fuck my drink. Eat your
Oh,
pizza and shut up, knackers.
um, no. Other than that, it's just like game wise, it's been. I got on a Mega Man kick, and I've beaten Mega Man 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in the last few weeks. I started 8,
God damn.
but eight's pretty good, but it's got some hilariously bad voice acting that's in it. So I
Wait,
started
voice
that.
acting?
Yeah, because it was on PS1. So
Oh,
there's
gotcha.
a lot of cutscenes like that are just corny as fuck. But that kind of makes it fun to stream too, though, because it's so corny. But anyway, Dark Souls 3 DLC getting my ass handed to me by Frida to the tune of 81 deaths so far, and to this one boss. Yeah, 81.
God damn.
Yeah, it's dude. The Dark Souls DLC is just fuck, man. It's like a whole nother level of pain in that game. The Dark Souls is bad enough as it is, but the DLC is just. It's just like, man, there ain't no lube, man. It's just straight up in there, just straight up in there. You know.
By the way, your video of the unboxing and use, or the day of a Twitch partner, I think that
Oh,
is either on Twitter or on TikTok. Fucking
Yeah.
genius. That is,
it's like my least viewed video on TikTok.
dude, and that's the worst part about TikTok
Yeah,
is
I spent some time. My son helped me with that,
I
and
think it's a whoosh. I think it's a whoosh though.
it
Like I don't think-
literally just.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
Repost it in 3 months. Delete
Yeah,
it,
whatever.
Repost it in 3 months.
or
See what
repost it
happens.
soon. I think that the challenge though is that I don't think that TikTok users are that intuitive. Like they're not intuitive to jokes. Like they don't know when people are being sarcastic. And I know that based on like whenever someone's being, the chick was like that was looking at logos and redesigning them. Still to this day, whenever she makes a post, she's really popular on TikTok. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. To this day, when she makes posts, people are like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like that's not
Pokemon?
design." Pokemon, no. She's banned. We
Oh.
can't talk about her.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're chilling. I don't think she's still banned. But yeah,
Here's
no, there's this
tomorrow.
chick on TikTok that like looks at famous logos and then redesigns them in like Microsoft Paint and does a shitty job.
Oh, I've
But
seen that. Yeah,
with your TikTok, it was really, really funny if you get it. Like your whole point is you're making fun of people that are like
Look at me. Look at me.
yeah, look at me. Look at all
Yeah.
the stuff that I got because
Yeah.
I'm a partner. Yeah.
Yeah,
I loved it, dude. It was super fucking funny. Look at this guy. And speaking of the devil, we had I think in Knackers you posted today, and he's like, I've got my Twitch socks on, I've got my Twitch
Yeah.
sweatpants on, I've got
They're
my
all
Twitch
so
on.
comfy. The Twitch
their
merch
shit's
is
nice,
so
man.
unbelievably comfy.
This cup right here is a unbranded from the same brand that Twitch sells theirs from. It's the same company. I found it on Amazon. It was like $10 cheaper. So I was like,
Very nice.
fuck it, man.
Yeah, you
Very
pay
nice.
for the name.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Anything else from you, Jimmy?
No, man. Other than that, just I'm back to work, and it's like, dude, I'm watching. I'm waiting. It's like watching a train wreck in slow motion right now with the fucking Omicron, and I'm in a state where there's no mask mandates in schools. The numbers for like staff, like we had like 30 plus teachers out Friday, and I know that wasn't. I work at a big school, but that's like about 30% of our staff. So, we didn't have enough subs for everybody. I have a feeling it's probably gonna get worse before it gets better, and
Yeah.
so hopefully things get better soon, man. So that's my only thing is I'm just taking it a day at a time, trying not to frickin' catch anything, and that's all I can do. Thank God for medical grade air filters that I bought for my classroom. You know?
Yep. Yeah, I pretty much it's mask everywhere. When I'm at work, it's mask everywhere unless I'm sitting at my desk. As soon as I stand up, as soon as somebody comes to talk to me, mask on. I don't care if you have your mask on or mask off. Stay out the fuck my cube, and I'm gonna wear my mask.
Yeah.
Bishy, a quick 1 month recap on how your life has been lately.
It's been good, man. I had like I said, I had 2 weeks off starting I think it was on like the 17th or something like that. So I needed to fill my time. I didn't go back for vacation anywhere. I didn't travel. I was just like, fuck it. I've been working nonstop since I started working at UMG, which was years ago. Just literally nonstop working on projects 100% of the time, hardly having any breaks. I think last year for Christmas we had like 3 days off, and that was it. Like we were working in between Christmas and the New Year's. So this year having an actual break, I was like, I'm literally gonna do nothing. I was thinking of going on a vacation, but I didn't realize how fucking exhausted I was. I was just exhausted. Like just I took 1 or 2 days off, and then I was like, I was planning on doing a handful of things. Why is there a countdown on our screen? You guys see
I
that?
forgot to hit start recording in Riverside.
Oh,
until
got it.
just
Okay.
now.
Crocs and Hot Pockets podcast with Knackers and Jimmy.
Episode number 100 and fucking who cares?
Who cares? 170, baby.
Motherfucking Hungry Howie's pizza fucking up my shit. I swear to God, this late pizza's fucked up my
Yeah,
whole
it is.
day.
Hungry Howard's
Hey.
fucked him, dude. You just turned into Tom. What's the guy from? He played Bane. What is his name?
Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Careful, dude. Look at the veins in your head. You just got freaking, dude. You just got a
Turning red.
psoriasis
red like a
or whatever.
tomato.
What is that shit
No,
called?
you're gonna explode. You're gonna explode. No, stop it. He's okay. He's okay.
What's that shit called that like you get itchy and fiery? What is that called? You get like patchy.
Herpes.
Yeah, you just
Called
got
herpes.
You just got herpes, dude. You went full red. There was I could like see spots on your head showing up, dude. Yeah, I think you blew some blood vessels right there. Yeah, welcome to the podcast.
I like that we both went there with that. There, Knackers.
Yeah.
Immediately, that's herpes.
Yeah.
Don't
that's
ask me
herpes.
how I know.
I know exactly what he's talking
It's
about.
not herpes if you never get it checked.
Sorry, Bishop. But yeah, anyways, my countdown
Wait,
fucked you
what
up.
did you just say?
Nothing. Let's go on. But yeah, man, I didn't realize how exhausted I was. I needed a fucking break, dude. I needed a break to just literally do nothing at all.
Yes.
I was gonna travel and do this and that, but even that was exhausting me. I'm introverted, so I don't want to go and like see people and do this. I also didn't want to go home for the holidays because fuck that shit. I just don't want to do anything. So I had a good time.
Where's home?
Arizona. I mean, that's like home where everyone lives. Immediate family.
Right.
That's where I started streaming too. It's a big deal, It's a historical place because of that. But yeah, no, so I just chilled. I did nothing. Just took some time to catch up on some games I wanted to play. Had a good Christmas. But yeah, man, like the main highlights are I was supposed to do some like little pet peeve projects, and I just said fuck it and did nothing. As far as work is concerned, like actual work, I was going to do some like over the 2 weeks, do a little bit of some paying work. I was like, fuck it, I'm not doing that. And then I got hyper focused on playing Project Zomboid, which I had a really good time playing. Got some friends on that, and then I was like, I'm going to spun up a server. And it just is great because I don't have to manage it or do anything. And then I got really, really, really super focused on like, what can I do for like integrations for a server and like creating webhooks and sending messages and doing all of this stuff. So I crawled down the rabbit hole of learning Lua and Java and just trying to figure out like how to do that. Because I have a lot of knowledge coming from like the stuff that I've done in the past with After Effects because they used Expression, which is basically Java. So I learned how to code a little bit, and I'm kind of getting there. But did that, chilled, played Zomboid, played more Battlefield, played a lot of Valorant, and played my racing sim, which I haven't done in a really long time for some reason. And that was a fucking good time. I was like, man, this is super fun. I need to do this
I
more.
got a quick question. When you do your racing sim, do you wear a helmet?
I wear gloves, but I wear a helmet when I do everything else, just not when I'm driving the racing sim. It's a safety thing.
Just checking.
Yeah.
Just checking. Okay.
What is your opinion of Battlefield 2042 in its current state?
Oof. I actually have a doc that I wrote up, and I didn't know if we were going to cover this, but okay.
As in a document?
Yeah, I've been
No, a medical doctor.
Medical
Medical
yeah.
doctor.
It's
He is
inside of the doc.
ready to call
in there.
to talk.
All of it.
Like a phone a friend thing.
Yeah. I just write it on sticky notes and just shove it up there in the doc and make sure that I can keep that for later. Current thoughts on Battlefield. Holy shit, did they fix a lot of problems, right? That they released the game, tons of problems, all this shit that was like obvious and super clear, and you're like, man, this game is dog shit. How could they have overlooked all this stuff? And then they patched those things that were like, wow, that's like disrespectful to release to the audience in that state. Fix those things, and I'm like, okay, cool. Now I don't really have anything to complain about. And I was playing, and I was like, whoa, wait. I was so focused. Like my brain was filled, like my capacity to notice issues was filled with all of these really obvious ones that I overlooked all of these other issues that are like game systems that are just actual dog shit. So they fixed the things that were like obvious. And now we have all these other problems that are just like game features that are just absolutely terribly implemented. Like the party system, you can't lock the party.
You can't even fucking pour champagne on anyone.
Yeah, you can't pour champagne. The party system's dog shit. The grappling hook is extremely buggy, hardly ever works, and when it does work, it works like probably 60% of the time, and that thing's fucking super annoying. Parachutes almost always fail if you try to open them anywhere near the ground. If you fly over top of a surface and open your parachute because you're too low based on the surface that's underneath you, it won't open, so you'll just fall to the ground. Even if you're
Sounds
passing
like
over
a lot
something,
of math.
It's a fucking shit show. So many systems that are just like, holy fuck, this game is awful. And I got to that point now yesterday. I got to a point where I was like, dude, this game is
just play Halo.
Fucking shit. Yeah, I think I'm done with Battlefield. But
become a Halo.
You're
done.
I'm done. I think my post-mortem is that
I'm fucking done with Battlefield 2, man.
Dude, fuck Battlefield, man. Fuck
I
EA
wasn't playing
Games.
it.
Fuck DICE. The fact that you guys released that game in the state was disrespectful, but I think it was a cover-up for how poorly you implemented almost every other system in the game. Almost everything is bad as far as
I think it was a personal slight just against you.
Yeah.
Personally.
It was racist because they hate me.
I think they.
It's because I'm white.
Just hate
they hate me.
They hate you because they ain't you, man.
EA Games.
They hate us because we ain't us.
So yeah, I'm officially done with Battlefield. I think for me, like I play Valorant for like a game that I like slowly get better at. You know, like in something that I can go into. I can grind for a bit. It's like a try hard game, and like I have to refine my skills. Battlefield is just a game to like hold W, mouth breathe, and just shoot at things, right? Just like as an energy dump with no focus, no like I'm not trying. I'm not trying to get better. I'm just playing the game to get kills. And dude, it is just an awful experience. Like it's like movement wise, like the grappling hook's fucked. Everyone's using turrets, so you have to fight like NPCs, these fucking dogs that walk around, and these dudes that are just playing with like a turret that they can throw down. It's just bad. It's just so fucking bad, man. So I'm over it. It's said to be.
Oh, my dasher should be here between 8:52 and 9 p.m. now with my pizza.
Tell him not to take a wrong turn and drive off a fucking cliff.
So,
oh god,
I'm probably gonna get my pizza in somewhere in between 30 and 40 minutes.
It's unfair.
All right, back to me bitching. I'm just kidding. We're not talking about Battlefield anymore. Fuck that game. It's dead. We're never talking about it on the podcast. It's now banned forever. It's dead to us. Are you okay?
What about what I want to play?
No, you're done, kid.
Dude,
Stick to Call of Duty, man. Save yourself.
Why are you wearing a Christmas sweater, dude? What the hell's wrong with you? Christmas
Don't
was
you
over.
dare fucking disrespect this shirt.
Yeah, take it off, dude.
Ever again.
No, dude. It's Christmas is over, you idiot.
Yeah,
It's
take it
almost
off.
February.
Take it off, idiot.
No. Let's take it off.
Never. Dick butt for life.
Okay.
I don't know. I inhaled an herb and it tickled my fucking.
Oh, you got the herbal
my
essence?
little, the little ball sack in the back of your in the back of your throat. What is that called?
That's called
Uvula?
the vulva.
The vulva.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, Jesus Christ. Anyways, all right, we got a couple topics. By the way, as far as me, I have well documented what I've done over the past 4 months. I've been on YouTube, I've been on TikTok and on Twitter all day, every day, just kind of ingesting this DMCA copyright bonanza that has been going on. There's been a lot of conversations, and I think it's one of those months, and you know, Twitch, being on. Bishop froze there for a hot second. Are you live,
I'm
Bishop?
dead. Wait,
You're there. You here? Okay.
Oh, I'm back. Yeah, you froze for me for a second.
Hello.
That was weird. Anyways.
Good. Riverside, new platforms. Twitch obviously had a break. They had a vacation, but it's been a little quiet from Twitch for the last little while. As far as like social media announcements, they've been completely silent about the DMCA stuff, which is understandable, right, from a business perspective. But I think when Twitch gets quiet, I think that the community just starts to kind of fill that void with whatever is on their mind at the time. It's been a little crazy lately. But this weekend we spent some time getting Weenie's high refresh rate monitor and her new fan setup. I got to experience the Lian Li AL and SL fans for the first time. They're RGB fans that have an RGB controller, and they're super cool. And one of the biggest issues with RGB lighting in the computer space right now is the software. Usually the hardware is the easiest part, right? You buy fucking RGBs from China and you throw your name on it and then you sell it. And it's usually the software where companies fall short. And the Lee & Lee software is really, really good. So we spent some time putting that together. I tried making some. Oh, that's right. I made my pizzas. I made pizza for the first time from scratch this week.
Can I stop you real quick on the new high refresh monitor? I do remember seeing, I think, a tweet from you saying that Weenie was really loving it and it was so crisp, and you went and checked her settings and it was on 60 hertz still.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us, man. That happened to me when I first got mine.
She'd been playing games for, I don't know, like 3 hours. I just went in there randomly. I'm like, so how is it? I was like, is it smooth? She's like, oh man, it's so smooth. I'm like, cool. Let me see what graphic settings you're running right now. And then in big bold, locked at 60 FPS.
60, baby! It's so smooth. Oh my god, it makes such a difference. I'm sure after she really noticed, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And I have to give Days Gone props because it is a PS4 port that supports high refresh rate on the PC port, and it runs really, really good. And she's loving that game right now. So yeah, I made some pizzas from scratch this week. That was dope. I just got a pizza steel and a ladle, a pizza ladle.
What's a pizza steel?
It's a thick piece of steel that you put in your oven that you cook your pizzas on.
Oh, like a pizza stone.
It's steel, not stone.
But I've heard of stone ones. I've never heard of pizza.
No, Jimmy, it's made out of steel, not stone. No.
No,
you're wrong. It's steel, not stone, man. Do you know listen? It's not a history thing, obviously.
What if it's
you should have taken biology,
steel?
Man? Okay, it's a ground biology, man.
Or a stolen stone.
Okay, you're clearly not a dentist. You don't know what you're talking about, man.
Chemistry, you mean?
No, man. Move on.
No, of course it could be. It could be, anyways. I went to go give it a shot today, and I fucked up my dough. My dough rested for an hour and a half and did not rise, so I had to throw that shit in the trash. But yeah, no, this week has just been kind of fooling around. I finally got all of my Beacon hardware set up as it should, and
when is that product going to be out?
Soon.
What's the specific day, Knackers? See if we can get him to break his idea.
I'll make a TikTok.
I didn't know if they had a release date. I didn't know.
I think
I'm not
Bishop's
trying to like
fun.
hammer you for information.
Yeah, I'm making fun of Knackers because he hasn't shut the fuck up about the fact that he's under an NDA.
Well, I'd like to say more, but I've got an NDA. I mean, I can't really talk about it because, you know, I'm
look at the new hardware that I have, but I can't talk about it. I can't talk about this thing because it's brand new.
Why don't you just go to the goddamn website, and then maybe then you'll find out where the fuck
like your TikTok about the partner kit that you got, but Knackers does it with Beacon stuff. Oh, look at this stuff I got.
Unironically, yes.
Anyways, so speaking of Beacon,
yeah,
suck my dick. But anyways, no, just because even if I say, hey, I'm experimenting with these new products, I'm under NDA, I can't say anything. When's it coming out? What's the price point? It's like, did you not? And that's the thing. Yeah. Attention span on TikTok. You can't expect anything more. But a wonderful tech and pizza filled week, unfortunately, except for today's pizza as well. It wasn't bad, but it was just fucking ice
too
cold.
bad.
And you had to fix Weenie's GPU fans too?
No, I probably shouldn't touch that because when I tried to fix my own fans, that's when I fucked it up even more.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have to worry about it. I'll send that package out this week. So,
all right. Okay, video games. Real quick before we get into the news. Jimmy, you said you were talking about Mega Man. Oh, you already went over your games. Yeah. Bishop, you the same with more Valorant?
Yeah, Valorant. Project Zomboid. Project Zomboid, man. They did a huge patch, a huge update with like animations and multiplayer 4.1. Such a fucking good game. If you're into survival games, it's 8-bit, Jimmy, so it might be kind of your trend too. Okay. Zombie survival game, it's so fucking fun. The shittiest part about it is the UI is a little wonky with like the inventory system, but it's basically the objective of the game is to survive, and it's just such a good time. It's fun with in multiplayer. It's just a challenging little 8-bit DayZ basically. But yeah, if you haven't played it, give it a shot. It was like $10 during the Steam winter sale, so it was definitely worth the money. It's amazing.
Sweet. I've been a pleb and I've just playing Call of Duty Cold War. That's all I play. And it's great. I I got my first the month of January or the month of December.
Man.
I got 5 gold guns, and I've also gotten 2 diamond guns, which I've never had diamond guns.
It means nothing to me.
In Call of Duty, it means everything to me.
What is okay? So if you
Means he's
have a
better than
diamond gun,
everyone
does the
else.
diamond gun do more damage?
No, so it's all stat based.
It's an NFT.
So for every gun, there's like, let's say 50 different achievements that you have to get. Like get 5 kills without dying, get 10 kills without dying, get kills from 100 meters out, get kills from 200.
Right.
You basically just accrue these skins.
So it's
as
just
their
showing
camos.
off that you have a diamond gun.
Yeah, it just means that you.
It shows off
It's just
how tiny your penis
it's just
are.
EP measuring.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what
Yeah.
it is.
It's terrible, but it's crazy
It's
addictive.
basically a
I just wanted to-
cryptocurrency, Jimmy. You wouldn't understand. It's like NFT stuff.
It's like,
you know?
is it like
Yeah.
NFT
Yeah,
shit?
yeah, it's NFT.
So it's like
an
Web
NFT,
3.0 for
Okay.
video games.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, first up, the big conversation before the DMCA apocalypse of January 2022 was the talk of the revenue split of subs. So there was actually somebody who used to work in the marketing department or used to work at Twitch to some degree and had a little bit of insight that mirrored what Charmed had said on our podcast a couple weeks back. So one of the things that Charmed said was that the large streamers cost Twitch more money than the revenue that they actually generate. And the reason is for that is because of the transcoding and server storage, right? Like for them, the cost for Twitch to deliver streams to viewers is insanely expensive. They have to pay for the storage space for the VODs and they have to pay for the bandwidth in order to deliver that video to you. And that was kind of, when Charmed brought that up on that podcast, and Bishop, that's when you were on your break when we had that show. That was really the first time that I'd ever considered that, because you just think
I
like,
hadn't even thought about that either.
right? You
And-
think Twitch is part of Amazon. They got AWS.
But you guys
they're
don't
probably getting a
regularly think about
discount.
CDNs
I'm sure
and
that's
services.
not the full rate that other people pay, but they still got to pay for that. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So the tweet thread kind of broke down vaguely how larger streamers really are costing more money that they're making. And it's a big reason why Twitch has such a push for streamers to run ads, especially of their size. And then they went on to talk about how medium to small size streamers most likely make up for, the sheer amount of mid-sized streamers compared to the top 0.001% of Twitch.
Right.
And then they went on to say, okay, well, smaller streamers, depending, because a lot of times smaller streamers have more subs than they do viewers, right? Like Jimmy, if you were to take your sub count compared to your viewer count, and even me, back when I was streaming 3 or 4 times a week, it was anywhere from 200 to 300 subs for 10 to 30 viewers, right? Like that ratio is way, way off. And then obviously this brought on the conversation of the revenue split for subscriptions on Twitch. Jimmy, what is your stance on 50-50 for subs? Do you think it is too little, too much, or is it Bernstein Bear just right?
I mean, I definitely think it's too much. I will say this: there is a slight differential in revenue split for tier 2 and 3 subs for partners. Like if you're a partner, you automatically get a higher cut for tier 2 and 3. I don't know if you do that.
Is that public information?
Yeah, it's
You're
it
banned.
is.
You're done,
It's-
kid.
It's no,
You're
it's
banned. You're done,
partners
kid.
generally. It's now they have the high level partners that have like whatever, but like if you're a partner, you get tier 2 is 60% and tier 3 is 70% is the split.
I don't know if that's public information.
Pretty sure it's public information.
It's public on his dashboard.
Yeah, it's
No,
public.
no, it's-
it was
I'm-
public
no,
in the
I'm-
hey partners. Open
I'm
this
not
email
100%,
and
but
don't
I'm pretty
say
sure that is
anything.
public information, Knackers. I'm not 100%.
It's public
Okay,
information, dude.
All right,
It's
the
all right.
individual
public
splits for like different contracts. That's not public.
That's not
Yeah,
public information. Like those types of things are not. But for generally speaking,
Knackers is bald. That's private information.
it's 100%. Look at him. He's trying to bring it back to him about NDAs and everything. It's like, are you sure you can say that?
Yeah. Do you
Are
have
you
any
sure? Aren't
NDAs
you under a
active?
fucking- Do you have an NDA active right now with Twitch? Because I have an NDA active. Do you want to talk to me about my NDA? I can't give you any public information. No.
Private information. You can give us public.
Private.
Is this what jealousy
Private.
smells like?
You're jealous.
It's palpable.
Yeah. What type of mic
They
are
cut
you
it with a
using?
butter
What type of
knife.
mic are
Yo.
you using over there? Jimbles? What is it?
You're
I'm
welcome.
gonna have a pizza here in like 10 or 15 minutes. Just saying.
We can have a we'll call it the beacon break with Knackers and I. It'll be the Beacon break.
Pizza break sponsored by Beacon.
Oh my god.
Anyway, but yeah, but to answer your question, I do think it's too much. But with that being said, I mean, I have no idea what the operating costs are. I have no idea what the real revenue that Twitch is bringing in with these differentials. And I mean, I don't know. I'm not making excuses for Twitch, but all I'm saying is it's easy for me to say, yeah, because what does that mean for me? That means I'm going to make more money, so it's easy for me to say, yeah, I think it's not enough. But with that being said, I feel as though I've put a lot into content creation in the last year plus, especially. I've been doing it a long time, but I put a lot into it lately. And even me, I'll be straight up. I probably average between Twitch income monthly and tips about $2,000 a month. That's
Whoa,
what I average a month.
You have to remember in your contract, you have to pretend you're a millionaire, or else you're banned.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I broke the fucking agreement.
Is that public information?
You're not a millionaire. That's not That's.
But the point I'm making is that you would think, okay, this guy, he's partner, he's been doing it a long time, he's got a steady audience. Surely he's making a really good. I could never, if I was maybe if I was single and living in a rural area, I could make a living doing this. You know what I mean? But in today's society, there's no benefits, there's no anything else. So, and a lot of that has to do with the large cut that Twitch takes from creators. So, I don't know. I don't know what makes more sense. I feel as though Twitch would if they were to give a larger share to creators, I think they would have a much easier time retaining and even getting people to do more on the platform because they are able to have a more livable increase. Because we're talking about a difference of, let's just say we go from 50% to 70% intake, right? From tier 1 subs. That for me would mean a difference of a few $100s more a month. Like a small to medium size, creator on Twitch. So I don't know. I think it's something that's being pushed for, but who knows what's going to happen. I have no idea. I'm not banking on anything. I mean, it's funny that this is happening because historically, if you look at this is just like a domino effect of everything that's happening worldwide with this pandemic and the fact that the cost of living has gone up dramatically. Guys, if you didn't know it, I'm sorry, my history teacher's showing, but the inflation this year has gone up more so than it's gone up in decades. Decades. Like since we've been alive, for most of us. So that...
Yeah, some of us aren't that old.
And wages are not aligning with that. And so what needs to happen? Well, I mean, hopefully you would think the corporations want to step in, but at the same time, it's like, unless someone's telling them they got to step in, well, who cares, right? It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Bishop, what do you think? 50-50 split. Too much? Twitch is taking too much? Taking too little? Just right?
No, I think my opinion has always been that the first thing, a few bullet points. The first thing is that it's the cost of using the service, right? Like Twitch is providing all these things for you to deliver, your content to some sort of audience, right? This is the cost of the service using the platform, right? If it's the only point that you start incurring a cost is when you start getting subscriptions, right? They're taking half of that revenue from you. Otherwise, you're not really spending anything to use Twitch. I think in Jimmy's circumstance, or in the circumstance that I'm like a dedicated streamer that's trying to grow, and then you get to the point where you're ready to take the step from being like a part-time streamer to start, you're like, oh, I'm starting to make a little bit of money doing this, and I'm starting to this is starting to become like a potential for a full-time job, or I can build myself a shack in my backyard because I'm making enough money. And this is it starts to allocate the need to the necessity of using room and space and utilities and all of this other stuff. And I can see that becoming more of a challenge because you're starting to invest more of yourself into it, but you're still you're starting to invest more into streaming yourself, but the payback doesn't increase, right? So you're putting the cost differential goes on the shoulders of the streamer and the audience to start paying more, or for the streamer to get more subscribers and try to push that further and further. So I understand that that side of it. because it slows down the potential of being able to go from like a part to a full-time streamer. I think Jimmy's definitely right in his idea that, you know, if obviously if they increase that cut, it would make a lot more streamers want to stay on the platform, or people would make more money. It would make streaming more lucrative for people that are like on the cusp of being part-time and full-time, or having the opportunity to do that. So I definitely, like, that's just like my overall opinion. It's just like that.
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. It makes total sense. As far as like what it costs to do all of this stuff and whether or not Twitch is profiting or all this other stuff, that all comes down to like the business model of Twitch and what they have to do to break even or whatever it might be. I don't know any of that detail or any of that information, but as a streamer, yeah, I want more cut. Fuck yeah, man. You know, at the same time, like, I don't really care, because I've gotten to the point where, like, you know, I've had, you know, I think at most I had like 280 subscribers, which was a, you know, a sizable amount of money, but not enough to do anything with it. Like, I can't be like, oh, I'm going to quit my job now. But it was enough for me to be like, oh, I can do this with my job, and now I can kind of like juggle these two things. And I'm like, this is like a side job or a side hustle or something that, you know, is giving me a reasonable amount of income per month. I think, as you know, coming in from the streamer's perspective, this is something that's known to me. I'm like, oh, I am losing 50% per subscriber, right? I just know that it's part of what I contractually, and it's part of something that I understand being a streamer, coming to Twitch and starting to stream. I think what's potentially less ethical is what the audience understands from that standpoint, because when an audience member like subscribes, they don't know that their subscription, half of it is going to the platform and half is going to the audience.
Right.
Which, you know, as a streamer, you know that, like, you know that that's happening. So I think that there's, you know, that if any interest on my side, like my personal side, if there's any interest that comes from me into moving it into being, you know, a 70-30 split, outside of it just being, you know, me wanting to make more money as a streamer, it's that, like, if a subscriber or someone in chat wants to give me biddies, they don't know that that Twitch is taking a cut out of that. They don't know that regularly. Like, they have to be told by the streamer in most cases that Twitch is taking a cut. Same thing with subscriptions. They don't know that.
I mean, if you can do basic math, you can figure that out.
Yeah.
I mean,
but that's the only other thing in my mind that would motivate me to care about a 70-30 split. Otherwise, you know, my opinion's like, you know, I know what the expense is to be a streamer on Twitch. Like, I know what the obligation is for that. I know that going into streaming, the second I start streaming, the second I become an affiliate, the more and more I stream, I know what the percentages are, and I know what I have to do to improve that. But it's like a super, super far road, right, to be able to get to a point where you're making anything better than a 50-50 split.
Well, and then back to the point earlier when I was talking to you about, you know, how as a partner you get that, you get a higher split at tier 2 and 3. I mean, I can count on one hand how many tier 2 and 3 subs that I have.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's
you know what I mean. Like, it's not. It's a negligible difference,
and it puts it on your shoulders to.
Yeah, it's like, well, now you got to upsell. Like,
yeah,
well,
exactly. Yeah.
No, yeah. So it's just, I think
If
it
tier
would.
two, sorry.
No, I was. It would make a difference for sure. For a creator like me, it would mean the difference of a few $100s a month at least.
Yeah,
you know,
If Twitch let you do tier 2 or tier 3 only subscriber streams, would you do them? No.
You stream to 4 people.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly, and that.
Well,
and
I'm saying, like, if they were to incentivize it to get more people to subscribe.
What about subscribers
to
only streams?
No, because I honestly don't think that's
idea.
a great value anyway. I just don't think that's a great value for somebody. How can I say I'm providing the type of entertainment that is greater than, say, like a Netflix subscription or something like that for you to be at tier 2 or 3? Like, no, I'm not. I'm really not that type of value. I don't think you're really not getting much. You're not. I mean, you're not getting the same type of thing that you would get from like a Netflix subscription, and that's what it costs.
Yeah,
you know. And that's all I'm trying to say. Like, if you really want to support a streamer and their content, you know, it doesn't all have to be monetary stuff. You know, just being a viewer is such a huge deal. You're going to have people that love to support and throw money around. But the reality is, once you hit a certain level on Twitch, unless you have sponsorships, you're probably not, your money you're making from Twitch as a platform is going to be so fucking erratic. You would never be able to depend on it for full-time income. Unless, again, you were living extremely frugal life, you know?
What if they did something like, if you tier 2 sub for twice the amount, the streamer gets the 5. So like you're getting 750 of every 10 instead of the original 250.
I have no idea what you just
So
said.
basically,
So instead of subscribing tier 1 and this cut being 250, if you subscribe tier 2, they don't maintain the cut. So for the $10 sub, you're getting 750, but Twitch is still getting 250. Because I can't imagine that.
Well, that's kind of what it is now. Right now, it's like Twitch gets 3 and I get 7 on a tier 2, or no, it's 6 and 4
for partners.
Right.
Is that public? So okay, so it's a little bit. I didn't realize that the cuts were different. I thought that they were still 50-50 going up.
Yeah, if you're a partner, that's one of the few perks you get. You get a slightly better cut, but again, it's a negligible difference because most partners don't have a lot. Most people in general, there's not a lot of tier 2 and 3. If you look at if anyone affiliates partners, I bet you your tier 2 and 3 subscribers are less than 10% of your overall subs.
Oh, guaranteed. I think I've had one tier 3 sub ever.
Yeah, it's not something that a lot of people do. And I just and the truth is, I always appreciate when I've had them, but I always think to myself, you really don't have to do this.
Yeah.
You know, honestly,
almost
you could sub
don't.
and then send me $20, and that would basically be the same. Only I get way more money. You know.
Yep.
So
yeah, and I think
so. Kind of. Go. I'm about to change it. Slightly change the subject.
Yeah, and
so go ahead.
I think the solution to this, and kind of where I would come from as a content creator, not necessarily a streamer, is that I've always had to find ways, and just in general, like if you want to call yourself an entrepreneur or whatever you want to call yourself. Okay, he's got his pizzas here. Like streaming, and I've said this, and it's really confusing because like streaming is separate from other social medias, but in reality, it really isn't. It's kind of the same thing. Like you're just producing content in a different format. But what Twitch becomes and what Twitch is like this big community element where people start dedicating all their time to just doing Twitch and Twitch alone. It's the same thing with like syndicating your content, posting it on other platforms. Like if you have a problem with the split, or like you think that, you're getting to a point where you're making, like in your from Jimmy's standpoint, you're making $2,000 and you know that your living expenses cost you, you want to be making at least $3,000 a month, then just find a way to like utilize what you've built to maybe create a side business that you like. Maybe maybe you start a server. So if you have a gaming server that you're running on in parallel, so anyone that subscribes also gets access to that server, and then there's different levels of like access for that server. Maybe you get like subscriber perks for that. Or creating like a Patreon in parallel where like, for me, if I was doing it, I would just dump all the information that I learn while I'm like going through streaming, like the things that I'm designing and the information that I'm aggregating, the tools that I'm testing, and I just dump all the information that I'm learning there. I think what's important is just like find other avenues of creating revenue for yourself or surrounding streaming, right? Like maybe that's any of the examples that I made, and then the obviously the income from the subscription starts. It's not your main source of revenue, but it's a nice thing to have. Like if you can get it to like a 75% is from subscriber revenue and 25 is from other sources, then streaming becomes a little bit more realistic. But I know a lot of streamers that are partnered that are good buddies of mine that are struggling, right? Because they stream all day long, and 1 month they'll have a really great month. They'll have hundreds of subscribers more than regular, and then the next month they're like they can hardly afford their medical bills, or like if they have to pay for like insulin or something like that, like they can hardly afford that. So it puts a lot of pressure onto like being better at streaming, and that's not like a thing that you can ultimately do. Like you don't just become better at streaming and make more money. It's based on like luck and a lot of other factors of people feeling like subscribing, your community growth, the games that you're playing. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of pressure if you're 100% reliant on subscriber revenue. There's a lot of pressure on you as a content creator to do things, and it's a very unreliable thing to do just in general.
Tell me if you agree with this, because this is kind of how I feel. Do you feel that being able to come up with methods to generate revenue outside of being live is kind of like what sets you apart, and it's those people who have the creative ability to do so are the ones that are going to succeed, in the same way that not everybody can be like a car salesman, right? The people who are the best car salesmen are the ones who are good at selling. And if you are not good at being a salesman, that's not the job for you. I feel like that's a lot of streaming. And, I kind of speak for myself talking about this. I'm not good at incentivizing my content or my value to get people to spend money in additional ways. Like, I'm not good at coming up with things for channel points or things for like tiered subscriptions or certain amounts of bits, right? I'm just not good at it. It's one of my biggest downfalls. And I feel like if you want to make it, being a content creator, you kind of have to be good at being creative and being on your feet to wielding things into existence that will generate extra revenue for you. And I think that's probably one of the worst wake up calls for people. It's like, are you a great streamer? Yes. What kind of businessman are you? What kind of marketer are you? Because that, in the long run, like thinking long game stuff, it's almost like being live or being a live streamer is actually the least crucial part of being a content creator. It's like you suddenly need to go out into all these other avenues to start generating revenue. And again, speaking for myself, kind of had to do the same thing. I kind of had to take a step back from streaming, or at least video game streaming, because it wasn't my vibe. It wasn't going to be my shit. So yeah.
Yep. No, you're literally 100% correct. The chance of you making a substantial amount of money, or even a reasonable amount of money streaming alone is so incredibly tiny. It is ridiculously tiny. In like, just in general, like, this is what most jobs are like too. Like, most entry level jobs that are fairly easy to do without like needing a whole prerequisite of having degrees and all this other stuff, they're fairly easy to do too. As easy as going live, maybe a little bit more difficult, but ultimately you show up to the job and do something, right? That's what streaming is you show up. Like, showing up is the number one thing to being a streamer, right? Is you show up and you go live. It's the same thing with other jobs, but you can't sit in the job and be like, okay, I'm only making 30 grand a year and I'm getting shit on and I can hardly afford everything in this easy bullshit job. This job should pay me more. Right? That's not how you should think. You should be like, hey, this job's easy. It takes up X amount of my time, but this isn't my end goal. Like, this job doesn't need to pay me more to do the same menial bullshit tasks. I need to find other ways of branching out. And maybe what I'm learning at this job, I can use that and sell that as maybe my audience is interested in what I'm learning here. So I can aggregate that into some documents or into some video or some posts, into a training course, into a teaching course, into, maybe it's just like taking all of the things that I've made myself for my stream and just putting them into a Dropbox and being like, hey, if you're a Patreon subscriber, you get access to all of my alerts, all of my overlays, all of the After Effects files. So you can just, like, if you want to play with the stuff, you can look at it, you can see how I built it, so you can make it for your own channel. I think one thing that I would urge people to do is look at what people are messaging you about during your stream or after your stream, what they're asking you about. Like, what is it that people are coming to you that is annoying to answer, and then find a way to turn that into something monetary, right? So a good example is, like, people used to DM me all the time asking, like, hey, how did you get your light set up like that? Or, hey, what camera are you using? Or, like, how did you use your camera in that way? What are you looking at? Like, what's a better, I get this DM 5,000 times a day when I'm streaming. What camera are you using? Is this camera better than this other camera? I used to have to answer that so many fucking times. And as a streamer, like, if I want to monetize that, make a video about, like, rent the cameras, rent both of them, put that together and make a Patreon where all you do is you compare different cameras. And then if someone reaches out to you about that, then you're like, hey, I have a Patreon where I go over all that stuff. Here's the access to it. If you want to check it out, turn yourself into an OnlyFans girl. Someone's DMing you, yo, I want to see them titties. Be like, yo, I have an OnlyFans for that. Subscribe to it. Boom. It's the same sort of model. Yeah. Like, whatever people are asking you for, you can usually sell that because they want that information or they want that thing from you.
That's a great point. I've actually never thought about that. And I think that is really, really smart.
Send me nudes.
Okay, cool. My OnlyFans.
I have an OnlyFans,
Jimmy, what kind of pizza did you get?
Pepperoni and beef. Like ground beef?
Oh. Meat lovers.
Yeah, like hamburger beef?
Yeah, hamburger pizza.
Yeah, like a man pizza.
I've never heard of, like, a beef pizza. I just got beef on it. So I'm thinking, like, roast beef cuts, like slices.
Good.
Is no one outraged?
Nah, it's whatever, man. He's an idiot. We know that. He's not getting pepperoni on the or pineapple. It's all good, dude. Fuck him, dude.
I feel like ground beef is more outlandish than pineapple.
It's good.
Sure, it's good.
I'd be willing to try it.
I don't like
But
the sound of
anyways.
just beef on pizza. Like it gives me some really
No,
bad
when you-
visualizations.
Look.
You know.
Look. It's like in these little little beefies.
Little beef nuggets.
Nuggets of
Yeah.
beef.
Delightful.
Bishop, have you put your mic inside of your mouth yet?
Yeah, I sent you a picture. That was the first picture. When I got it,
Wait, that was a mic?
that was yeah. That was my OnlyFans content.
Hey, baby. Okay, so whenever these conversations come up, one of my itches that I have to scratch is kind of like getting an idea for where the community stands. My goal, above being a successful streamer, above being a good YouTuber, above having millions of followers on TikTok, I want this thing the most out of all the things out of being an influencer or content creator. I want to be the poll guy on Twitter. I want to be the dude who everybody follows just to vote in polls because I want as much data and as much interaction as fucking possible. I love putting up Twitter polls. It's like one of my favorite things to do. So during this whole conversation of 70-30 splits and copyright and all that stuff, I asked a question. And I said, if Twitch offered a 70-30 split, but made it so affiliates couldn't stream anywhere else at all and required a minimum 12 streams a month, would you sign that contract? So if you didn't know, if you're an affiliate, you can stream on other platforms. You just can't multi-stream. You can't set up multi-stream to stream to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. If you want to go live on another platform as an affiliate, you can. And that is public information. Out of the 182 people that voted, 48% said yes, I would sign that contract, and 51% said no, they would not. So 12 streams a month is actually one of the requirements to sign up for partner. You have to have 25 hours streamed in a month, 12 individual streams, and then an average of 75 viewers. That's the bare minimum to sign up. So I kind of used those as like a guide. And going through, okay, first of all, Bishop,
Great question.
Would you take that deal?
First of all, the fantastically set up question. Because if you would have just gone on there and tweeted like most of these other freaking dinguses tweet, these tech Twitch, the knowledgeable people, they're like, hey, do you want a 70-30 split? Everyone's going to say yes, of course. So I like the
Yes or no?
Yeah, yes or no. Of course. Yeah, of course. Everyone's going to say yes. So it's smart that you like thought of the other dynamic that would like, what's the payoff? What is Twitch getting back for, in that instance, right? Like, what's the payoff?
Because they're already losing money.
Yeah,
I gotta share this pizza. I'll be
Yeah, I
right back.
love you.
All right. If there's going to be a 70-30 split, you're sacrificing something.
Yeah. Well, right. There's a trade-off. People don't like companies don't change all of a sudden change their like what the company does or how they make money unless there's like you don't ever get benefit without some sort of trade-off. There's always a but, right? In any sort of instance where you're getting something more. So I think in this instance, like, would I take that? If I was streaming 12 days a month already, fuck yeah. Who gives a shit? Of course I would. Of course. If I knew I was already streaming 12 days and I didn't want to stream anywhere else, great, sweet, do it. Yep, sure. As long as there wasn't a clause that said I couldn't cancel this, right? Like what happened? What if I'm just like, oh, you know what? There's a new streaming platform and I want to give it a try. I want to be able to stop myself, right? Maybe there's a 30-day easement period where it's like, I want to end this contract and now there's 30 days before I can start this again. Cause otherwise people are going to be like, stop. Like I'm going to get my revenue whenever so maybe there's like an easement period or whatever. But as long as if I'm already doing those things already, of course, right? It makes total sense. Right? There's no reason for that. If I'm a streamer that's doing reasonably well on Facebook at the same time, and maybe that is something that I want to continue to pursue. No, I'm not going to do that. If I'm a TikToker and I want to stream on TikTok, right? Because that would potentially, I'm not entirely sure, but potentially also conflict with your contract. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe I don't want to take that deal. But like I said, if I fall into the category of like, you have to do these things already and I'm already doing them, then why not get the benefit of the extra effort that I'm already putting in? So.
Sure. I followed up this poll with a second and third poll because just
the
from
poll
going
guy.
through all of the. I'm the poll. I want to be the poll guy,
You
dude.
set the first poll, and then you
Data.
pull the second polls next to them. Yep.
Data analytics. Give me all
And then
the
share and sell these
information.
analytics.
Ow.
Here's how you make money. Okay, it's dummy. You listen to me now, gamer, dummy. You aggregate all this data from polls. You put it on Airtable. You save like a bunch of this data, and then you parse it in different ways,
Airtable.
showing information and what's true and potentially true. And then you sell it to companies that are looking to advertise in this space. Maybe blue light marketing makeup companies. So then they don't sell shit. They don't advertise like a bunch of fucking morons.
Oh my god! Too soon. Too soon.
Not too soon.
Oh
soon.
man. So the second follow-up poll, and again, this is going through the responses and seeing like why people were like, absolutely not, I would take this deal, or what they were more so interested in. So the second poll was if Twitch gave a payout no matter what. So one of the things that people were saying was, well, I don't really care about the split. I'm also care about that $100 minimum. Like if they could just give you a payout every month no matter what, that's kind of more what I'm after. So the poll was if Twitch gave you a payout no matter what, while maintaining the minimum 12 streams a month and complete platform exclusivity, then would you sign? And 45% said yes, and 54% said no. So still neck and
How many
neck,
responses?
like 50-50, almost split down the middle. And that one had 68 votes compared to the first 180.
About the same.
I followed that up with another one that said, or if Twitch guaranteed affiliates transcoding while maintaining the minimum 12 streams a month and complete platform exclusivity, then would you sign? And for the first time out of these polls, yes came out on top at 50.8%, with no at 49%, and that was with 60 people voting. So more so after the transcoding than just the guaranteed money every single month.
Potentially the people that were answering the other way dropped off though. There's also that potential. Like let's say you had like a
right.
Yeah, potentially, because
these are technically three different study groups in my mind.
Yeah, technically, but it's probably the same group of people. Probably like 60% of the same people potentially. So they're
because when you see these tweets come across,
but I like that the trend is that it's 50-50 almost entirely across the board. So basically you're saying like, would you be willing to trade more of your time or like a dedicated commitment for what you're asking for? And 50% of the people say yes, which is actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good. But no, it's definitely interesting. I think that there's a lot to be pulled from that. I'm just I'm not gonna say anything else. That's it. You could pull some data from that.
I like it. So yeah, interesting conversation. I am somebody, I kind of have a unpopular opinion where I think that having a free account on the largest live streaming platform in the history of the world, 50-50 is fair. I think that streamers should have to look outside of streaming in order to generate other revenue.
Yeah.
Not only from a creative standpoint, but I think from a security standpoint, you should be looking at other avenues because you don't want to have all of your eggs in one basket. Yep. And I know, like with a day job, right? All of your eggs are in a single basket, but you can easily stop that basket and go out and pick a brand new basket if you wanted to that has all new sorts of goodies in it. So yeah, it was just super interesting going through all of these responses. Again, I love hearing the feedback from people. But yeah, I just I don't know. Would I love more money? Yeah. Do I think that 50-50 is robbery? Not necessarily.
Yeah, maybe there's I think with a lot of these things, like when you're a streamer, you want to become an affiliate on Twitch. Like when you're a Twitch streamer, you want to become an affiliate, and then you want to become a partner. Like that's the success story. People don't know what the dedication that's required. They don't know what they're really agreeing to. Most of the time, they're just trying to hit those bullet points, right? So I think if they had something where it was like an opt-in for those certain particular features, where you're like you have an opt-in thing that you could subscribe to, right? Or like something that as a streamer you have to agree to or do an extra step that's not just this obvious thing that's offered to you. I think that would make sense, right? Because Twitch is getting something in return, which is like more of a committed streamer, someone that's like regularly staying on the platform, that's dedicating their time to to hitting X amount of hours for those opportunities. So I think that would make a lot more sense, and it would make it a little bit more less, or it'd make it a little bit more nuanced with like the different levels of being a streamer. But yeah, I think currently the 2 steps, which is affiliate and then partner, and then there's kind of like a step 2.5, which is like this mystical level of getting like a private contract. I think that there should be some more nuanced levels in between those, and like options that you can take as an affiliate to like, hey, I'm willing to do 30 days a month, but I want to get something better for that, right? Like I'm already doing these things and I'm already putting the effort in. I want to be able to get, some sort of potential return for that. It would make a lot more sense, because really right now there's no commitment as an affiliate. You have zero commitment to do anything as a streamer, right? Like,
Sure.
I don't think there's like, other than not multi-streaming, you're not making a commitment saying, hey, I'm going to show up every single day and get paid, right? Hey, there's one more subject I didn't add until just now, but I found out about it this week. So just give me 1 second to pull up the sheet that we had. But I was looking at, I think I was watching your Wednesday tech stream actually, and you saw that there was a new Samsung monitor that stretched, like it was like 16 by 9, but this like super wide curved massive, like I think it's 55-inch 4K TV or screen.
Yep.
And I was like, man, that's really badass. And then you were showing how you could orient it vertically, so you could like curve it over your head, and it's like this curved screen with a infinite scaling. And I was thinking to myself immediately before you showed off the features, I was like, man, that's cool. But as someone that uses a vertical monitor, I think Windows implementation of like placing, your different applications and splitting them up on the screen is fucking so terrible. Like if you're using Windows 10, you can drag the window to the left side of the screen to have it left aligned, split in the center, and you can pull up another application on the right side. But when you have a vertical monitor, you can't do the same thing where like you drag it to the top of the vertical monitor and it splits 50-50. It doesn't do that. It either leaves like 10% of the screen on the left open. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So the implementation, when you're scaling for that snapping on Windows by default, is fucking terrible on a vertical screen, just to be able to snap the screens normally. So if you're used to that kind of, that feature where like you're easily able to snap your stuff together, you'll find when you start using a vertical monitor that it does that poorly. So you have to like actually scale the window every single time. It's a total pain in the ass. I found that there's actually a Windows developed application called Power Toys that you can get from the Windows Store, and it has a bunch of apps that run within it, but it's called Power Toys if you look it up on the Windows Store. Turn off every other one unless you need any of the other apps that are running. But it's like a tools for developers, for people that are programmers or developers that are regularly running like 50 fucking Windows, or they're writing script or doing things with Visual Studio or whatever it is. But the Fancy Toys, one of the apps within Power Toys, what it lets you do is it lets you break your desktop up, depending on which screen, into different application specific zones for splitting the screen where you can push applications to. So if you have a vertical screen, you can break it up however you want, to where now when you're moving your applications around, they snap to those boxes and fill those boxes. I didn't know that this existed until recently. Apparently this is already something on Mac, but it's free. It's called Power Toys. It's developed by Windows. It's a Windows official thing. It's not a hack or something that's coming from Russia that's going to steal all your identity. But if you are using a vertical screen, check it out. It is fucking incredible. I've been using it for like a week now, and I'm like, holy shit, how have I not known about this? Because I hate using my vertical screen, just because snapping stuff and moving applications around, they're always like kind of overlapping onto the next screen. So nice. Jimmy, you need this thing if you're using vertical screen.
Yeah.
Fancy zones.
Yeah, I'm always, anytime I got to move it, I'm like, sometimes, because right now I've got 4K TV to my left, right?
Yep.
I've got vertical screen to my left, and then I've got 2 stacked horizontal screens in front of me. And the only one I have an issue with is this goddamn vertical screen. Trying to move shit around. It's always, you gotta finesse it. It's annoying.
So what Fancy Zones do? Fancy Zones? I can't remember the name. Fancy Zones. Yep. What Fancy Zones lets you do is you can customize it too. You can drag like exactly what spaces you want. So you could do like a 3 application stacked on a vertical monitor. You could do 2 vertical and 1 horizontal. You can customize it however you want with like the zone divvying. And then you can also add pixel borders in between each application too. So if you're like, you don't want the applications touching, you can move them around. Like for instance on
Which if you don't, you're psycho. Why would you not want them touching?
Yeah, I find it a little weird. Like, why would you want a little space? I feel like that's a little strange. But yeah, you can if you want. It's a little strange. I agree with you, Knackers. Why would you want that? But it's a like a bordering capability that you can put in there.
OCD nightmare.
Yeah, I've been super stoked because when I've been coding over this last couple weeks, the amount of like windows I have open is like 10x what I normally would. I have like I'm searching directories and doing all this stuff. So what I do is I divvy up my screen in the middle to have like a priority application and then 2 strips on the side of like Explorer windows that I can use. So yeah, if you don't have it,
just waiting for that fucking Minority Report shit where you're just reaching in going.
Bro, I was just watching clips of Minority Report this past week. What
That was a cool movie.
Amazing movie.
It was a cool movie.
I was watching that movie on Twitch a couple days ago. I think Pokemon was showing it.
Yeah, that and some Master Chef and a couple others.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I almost didn't even want to talk about it because like I know that we've talked about it. So much.
We can talk about it. Can
All
I preface
right.
it? I think that was a good little transition too. I like that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I was going to transition in a different way.
Uh,
Because Jimmy, I saw that you had diversification of content and jobs in the streaming space, and I just wanted you to elaborate on that before we started talking about MasterChef.
So the only thing I bring it up is
Master.
like this year, for the first time ever, and maybe it's just maybe a pipe dream and whatever, but for the first time ever, I'm given serious consideration to looking into other work, because of everything that's going on right now in the world of teaching. And
Really?
yeah. And so one
you're
of
a
the
teacher?
things that one of the things that I've been focused on as of late is what skills do I have as a teacher and what skills do I have as a streamer to try to put that into a sellable tool to find like a remote type job and whatever. And I think the only reason I brought it up is I think if you've been streaming on the platform for a while and you have at least have a basic understanding of, applications of business, there's a lot of opportunities out there. You just have to take the time to, get your resume to where you need it to be and whatnot. And I never thought that this is where I would be, but fuck, man, dude, it is rough right now, like I said. And I'm not saying it's happening, but I would be lying if I didn't say that I'm trying to update things and put my feelers out there, to see if there's greener pastures for me.
Yeah, I said this at the beginning of COVID. I said the people that are Twitch streamers are extremely valuable people right now because a lot of companies and a lot of schools and a lot of places are choosing to do stuff remote, right? And I think that you have a unique understanding of how to set up a stream, streaming is a very technically savvy thing, right? Like there's a lot that you have to know. There's not a lot of prerequisites, but your prerequisites could help you, but it's a tech-driven space, right? Right. Not anyone can just start.
If you want quality.
Yeah, if you want a quality experience, yeah.
Well, because the only thing that they can ask is like, oh, it says here that you are a techie. You can do techie things. Yep. He said he can do techie things. I think this would be a great opportunity for this.
Really good for us.
You're hired.
Yeah. So I think if you could find, you could almost even like combine your worlds, Jimmy, and you could become someone that helps classrooms go remote or do remote teaching for like a college and figure out how to help professors. Like your job could be setting up broadcasts or like a streaming environment for professors and helping them with like the end to end of how to like set up their cameras, how to set up their desktop, what things to expect, what they're going to look at. Because that doesn't exist. And like for a lot of people, like we saw over everyone's transition to start using Zoom more often, like most of these people had no idea what was going on, right? Like they're like, how do I teach a class from home? They didn't have like best practices for it or like ways to share, the class material with students in an easy way or this or that. Like, what those little nuance issues are. So if you can find a way to almost create that service for yourself, right? Like you're the pro at setting up conferencing, blah, blah, blah. I mean, maybe, you could turn that into a business potentially. And there's probably a lot of companies that are looking for the people to do that.
There's opportunities out there for those that are looking for them. And I guess what I'm saying is I'm starting to look for maybe one of those opportunities myself.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to work smarter, not harder, man. And it's getting harder and harder with my current job.
By the way, you're sounding super far from your.
Oh, because I was leaning back.
Can you put it in your
leaning
mouth, please?
I put it in my mouth.
Come on, I know you can fit
Did you
it.
hear
right.
when you were talking, Jimmy, Knackers put the mic in his mouth, and I tried to do the same thing just so I could be cool like all the other kids.
I was just trying to like talk through it.
Dude,
and not
my
react.
fucking
That's all I
jaw
was
like
trying to do.
dislocated. Did you hear that? I was like,
Did you get the tightness and
I know,
shit
it was
under
right,
here?
I was
too?
right here, yeah. And I was like, what the hell? So now I understand why people do this, like stretch their jaw out before
Yeah.
S&D.
You gotta
Yeah.
be professional. Look, I've been deep throating shit on stream for 7
Yeah,
years now. You
know
got some
what it's
catching
all
up to
about.
do.
Yeah.
Tight ass jaw, man.
Speaking of sticking massive round things into your mouth and getting lockjaw, DMCA shit on Twitch. So just as a real quick recap, over the past couple weeks, many large streamers have been watching full episodes of television or watching full
Years.
movies on stream.
Years.
And when right, but I guess
it's come to a
it's
boiling
just
point.
now
yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's become the meta over the past couple of weeks, and when I say large streamers, I'm talking
Top 100.
streamers with
top
top 100,
100.
tens
Top
of thousands, if
top
not
50,
hundreds
top
of thousands
20,
of viewers
top 10. Yeah.
watching full blown episodes. So I guess the boiling point was there was a clip that was thrown around Twitter and on Reddit of somebody on a was it the Master Chef show that it
was
happened?
It was one of Gordon. He has like a
He has a
million
new show,
shows.
yeah.
It was one of
Yeah.
his shows. Yeah.
One of the cooking competitions. And so somebody comes up to the podium and Gordon starts talking to this person and says, "What do you do for work?" And she says, "I do cooking streams on Twitch." To which Gordon says, "What the fuck is Twitch?" Right? Sending everybody in the Twitch world into a frenzy because like everybody knows who Gordon Ramsay is and how famous he is on Twitch, but Gordon has no fucking idea. Probably as little idea as Jeff Bezos has of what the fuck Twitch is. And so, of course, all of these large Twitter creators, probably just trying to meme, are adding Gordon on Twitter saying, "Oh, we know who you are because your content's being live streamed on this platform to hundreds of thousands of people." And then sure enough, I think it was within the next couple days, Gordon tweets out, "Hey, awesome episode of Master Chef tonight." I'm paraphrasing. "Awesome episode of Master Chef tonight. You can catch the episode in 6 days, or you can catch it live on Twitch tonight." What the fuck? Basically
tweeted that?
acknowledging.
No.
Yes.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
I was going to make a joke and just be like, yo, this chick just ruined everything because she went up to the podium and told Gordon what streaming is.
So 2 things. One, not only is that hilarious,
Amazing.
I thought that I saw a tweet that has since been deleted that the girl that told Gordon that she was a streamer on Twitch has also live streamed episodes of Master Chef on Twitch.
No.
Do not hold me to that because I saw tweets about it and then all of a sudden they were all gone. If that's the case, that is ironic and hilarious as fuck. Don't hold me to that. Second,
Amazing.
so after Gordon tweets that out, a couple days later, Hassan, massive top 50 creator, top 10 creator on the platform, gets a DMCA takedown from Fox, and I don't think he just got a strike, I believe. And the way that it works, the way that I believe that it works is that if you get a copyright strike for previous content, you aren't banned. You get the copyright strike and that's it. If you get a live DMCA takedown from the copyright
Oh my God.
holder,
Wait, time out.
Twitch,
Time out. Gordon Ramsay on Twitter, his description or his annotation underneath his profile name is "always near food, doesn't know what Twitch is."
yeah,
That's like
Yeah.
his header on Twitch.
yeah.
Or on
memeing this
Twitter.
pretty
On
hard.
Twitter, sorry.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
He's been
continue.
memeing
Sorry.
this pretty hard.
No, it's all good.
Wow. You were talking about Fortnite and it being your favorite game, I think.
Oh my God, fucking shit, chat.
No, you were talking about what happens when you get a DMCA takedown the first time you get a few,
live
yep,
takedown.
yep.
If you get a live DMC takedown, Twitch suspends your account basically to just get the content off of the platform, take care of it right there. It's not an actual ban. They're just suspending your account. So in Hassan's case, this was a copyright strike DMCA email that was received by Twitch. And then, of course, everybody went insane. What was even dumber after that was this tweet from Hassan. Where is your goddamn Twitter account? Hassan.
Like Hassan Abi or some shit.
Yeah. Everything is fair use if the copyright holder doesn't care about pursuing a DMCA claim.
Ooh.
To be smart, don't watch entire movies, Viacom Disney shit, or new episodes, and stop snitching.
Oh,
Wow. What a bad thing.
what a bad.
I like Hassan. I don't watch his content.
I don't
have
even
a problem
know.
with what he
I
is.
only know
He's
his name.
fucking
I
stupid.
couldn't even recognize him in a lineup. I just know of him of the name and the fact that he's popular. That's all I know
Listen,
about him.
him tweeting about
What a dumb fucking take.
Well, him tweeting about DMCA stuff is like if I tweeted to him about homeownership in LA. Okay, that is the dumbest fucking take I've ever heard. As a matter of fact, I think the most ironic thing about this whole thing, in my personal experience, is that when I was a kid, the only time I got in big trouble was when I figured I would download the Avatar. Believe it or not, the TV series, the Avatar. I downloaded it because I wanted to watch it on my computer. Okay. Dad comes in a couple hours later, knocks on my door. He's pissed off. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, "Oh, fuck. Did he he saw that I'm on Pornhub or some shit? You know, like, does he know I'm looking at boobies?" No, I downloaded Avatar and I think it was, I can't remember who the owner was.
His ISP
His
sent him an email.
ISP shut off the network that we had and sent him an email saying that we have to agree to the thing and not do it again. Because it was from like a torrenting website or I can't remember.
Same shit happened to me
It
years
was
ago.
Avatar,
I downloaded.
Which is ironic because that's the same thing Pokimane got. So I knew from that point, I was like, I never got in trouble for music.
Do you know what it was for me? Huh. You know what I got DMCA warned from my ISP? This is years ago. It was I think it was like Bad Santa.
Oh fuck!
It was like a shitty movie. It wasn't even a good movie. But I was just looking through movies that I would think I would watch. I'm like, oh, Bad Santa. I was just looking at torrents, man. This is over a decade ago.
Livewire, probably.
I got dinged for Paranormal Activity. I had BitTorrent running on my laptop, and I brought my laptop into work onto a Comcast business line, and then uTorrent was open, just uploading all fucking day. Then my boss actually brought me the ISP notice saying, "Hey, it was notified that, we are notifying you that someone on your network is illegally downloading movies." And I was like, "Oh, I'll take care of this right away."
Knackers, you gotta find him.
Yeah,
like I couldn't find out where it was coming from, but I cut off the source.
Yes, I cut him off. You can't do it anymore. Your network is.
There was
safe.
a homeless man on our roof with a tent, and he was tapping into our shit.
He hacked us. He fucking hacked us.
Oh my god. But yeah, that is so the main thing I want to say, and this is something people need to understand, because I grew up wanting to be a YouTuber. Okay, I wanted to like create YouTube videos or not be a YouTuber like everyone thinks about it today, where they're like, "Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? I'm out here in the streets and we're chilling and we're gonna prank some losers." Like, not vlogging and doing all that cringy bullshit. But I'm talking about like wanting to like post my videos on YouTube. And I used a song, and then I realized, oh, there's some weird thing here called DMCA where I can't do this. Or, oh, I want to make a compilation of all my favorite paintball videos or all my favorite X videos. Not X videos, but replace X with any sort of
a little Freudian slip there. Bud.
They didn't let me post my porn compilation on YouTube. What the hell?
My piranha.
But what I started to get takedown notices for was like when I was making a paintball video, I would download a bunch of paintball videos that were already on YouTube from different creators, and I'd cut them up and be like, "Oh, these are all my favorite clips," and then I post it, and then I started getting notifications from DMCA from the channel for like specific, and this is back in like probably 2009 or 7 or 6 or really early on. Jimmy was probably like 45 at this point, but I started getting DMCA takedown. I was like, that's weird. It's on YouTube. I should be able to use it because it's already public. And this is a misconception that a lot of streamers have, where it's like, oh, anyone can watch this content on YouTube. So I can sit and I can react to it on stream because anyone could go and watch it. So it's fair use. Or they consider just because it's on YouTube and people can go to that channel and watch it, it's free for me to sit and watch that because anyone in my chat can go over to the channel and start watching it. There's no barrier there. It's not like I'm stealing content from Netflix and streaming it where someone would have to pay to watch it otherwise. It's just because something's easily accessible to you doesn't mean that it can be part of your streaming content. There are still rights holders. The streamer or the YouTuber that created that content is still a rights holder for that content. YouTube still owns rights to that content. Just because it's easily accessible, a great example is Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Or South Park, right? You could go to Comedy Central and watch South Park episodes right now. Doesn't mean that because it's accessible, it can become part of your content, or it can be something that's embedded in your stream.
Hey guys, I'm gonna take a quick break. Let's watch part of the South Park episode.
Let's just watch.
Real quick.
And I think so. To be fair, I think the South Park creators came out and they said that people could watch their streams, and that's a little different. Like if someone comes out and says, "Hey, yeah, you can watch this and that," you have a little.
Did they really?
I think so. I think so. There's at some point that happened, but I could be completely wrong. So don't quote me on that. Don't watch fucking South Park on your stream, unless
dude, if they allow it, I will.
With Spotify,
Yeah.
technically, you are not supposed to use Spotify or iTunes while you are live streaming. That is against their terms of service. But
same thing with YouTube Music. Like just because I can go on YouTube and watch something or listen to something, and I can open the video up and listen to it myself, doesn't mean that that doesn't give you rights as a streamer to reproduce that content, right? Just because it's readily accessible on the internet, like it doesn't mean you can use it and download it and use it in your own stream. You can't just sit and react to it. So
is all of Travis Heller's music on Stream Beats?
Travis Heller.
Travis Heller?
Travis Pastrana is what I mean.
Is it not Travis Heller? Is it Michael?
Michael. Yep.
It's fucking Harris Heller.
Oh, Harris. Travis Harris. It ended with an is.
Oh my god.
How many other? All right, Travis Harris. Who else? Name another name that ends with an is.
Shroud.
Clarence.
No, that's ins, not is.
That's it. Those are the only two.
So, I
yes,
mean,
Stream Beats is
so
on
you can
Spotify.
see how, okay. See, I play the Stream Beats shit, but it's off of, it's the Midnight, which is given the go ahead for their shit, and Stream Beats. That's the only music I play on stream.
Yep.
You know?
Well, it's advantageous for Harris to advertise that it's on Spotify because of that buku fucking check that he's getting for all those plays from Spotify.
Yeah. Dude, I mean,
if people download those locally and then just listen to it. Yeah. He's not getting any recurring revenue from that.
I'm getting, I mean, he gets a lot of plays from me. So
yeah, I think it's worth reiterating that the fact is that you can't just use things because they are easily accessible to your stream. There are still rights holders, and you will get DMCA notices for those things. Like people have the rights to take your shit down, right? Yeti, yeah, you're banned. You're done, kid. But like you, for instance, right? Like if we wanted to pull up a video and watch it right now, we might get away with it. And this is what Hassan was saying, like be smart and don't watch like mainstream media. But like just because you're reacting to something, or just because something's easily accessible, or just because something doesn't have a big company behind them like Comcast or Viacom or anything, doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it, because it'll catch up with you if those people figure out. And this is a good example, is like Gordon Ramsay. Maybe no one at Fox, Gordon Ramsay, no one knew what Twitch was and didn't know that people were sitting and watching entire series of Gordon Ramsay. And I've been saying this for like, I don't know what the first podcast, I brought up specific streamers that were doing this, but I won't do it now. But there's people that were predicating watching another episode of a Gordon Ramsay show for the amount of subscribers that they were getting. Let me get 5 subs before I go on to the next episode. If they found out about that, that person would be perpetually fucked. They would be so fucked because they're selling access to a show based on how many subscriptions that they get. And then they wouldn't be able to remove the recurring subscriptions from those users.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
It's lazy.
Idiotic.
It's a shitty form of creating content. Like I have no problem with, if your content is based off of reacting off of other licensed content on Twitch, or really any live streaming platform, that's not a great way to just make content. With few exceptions. Like you have some of these big time people that do certain things on YouTube, whatever, but you know how they avoid it all? They cut all the audio out usually, for one, right? And for two, it's such brief cutaways and segments where the focus is just enough to let someone know what they're watching, and then it cuts back to the creator. You know, I mean, that's basically how they're doing it. You know, and then they can get away with fair use because it's obvious that they're on the side of creating content based off of that, but not as being the only thing that you can do. These people on Twitch, all they're doing is using the entertainment and production value of a top-end television studio to bring in viewers and garner an audience and react and use them. The other shitty thing, too, is, and I saw Loco tweeted about this, and I was thinking the same thing, but she tweeted it before me because she's smarter than I am, is that Twitch actually tried to get ahead of this with the watch parties and stuff. They have a ton of licensed content on Amazon Prime. You can watch with people, and there's an avenue to do that where you can stream licensed content on your stream. But, you know, provided that you have Amazon Prime, and I'd be willing to bet that more than half the regular user base on Twitch, I'd be willing to bet well over half has Amazon Prime, you know? But people just want to, they're looking until there's enforcement. You're going to continue to see stuff. So I'm glad that Twitch is taking the step to do that. Hopefully that is going to stop other people from doing shit. But you know what I mean? It's until more people get banned, they're going to keep going. Go. What do you want, whippersnapper?
Before I know Knackers just remembered something, but I just remembered something too. So I wanted to hopscotch him. So I knew you're a teacher, so I raised my hand. I think that's appropriate.
No,
that's how I get my attention. So I think Saikuno, I think it was Saikuno said this, and you just brought up how streamers continue to do stuff and push the level until they get caught or until there's pushback. Like they'll play music and watch TV shows until Twitch stops them and starts banning people and like starts responding. So people, Saikuno made this analogy. I think it was Saikuno. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. But he said it's a lot like Squid Games, the glass level, where one person jumps on the glass and then everyone's like, okay, that one's safe. We're jumping to that glass.
Right.
And then someone else steps on the next glass and so on and so forth until someone...
It was Toast.
Yeah, oh, was it Toast? Okay, copy.
Yep.
Ironic because Toast used to stream MasterChef.
And he's also currently streaming... After all of this, he started streaming other stuff too, just to see what he can get away with. So
I think that's a really good analogy for Twitch, is that like streamers continue to push the ante until the glass starts breaking and people start getting banned. Knackers brought up that obviously Twitch was on a break. Knackers, you have something on your face, I'm pretty sure, on your right side of your beard. There you go. Yeah,
it's semen.
Yeah, a little semen chunk.
Dude, it was the goddamn QR code on the bottom of the
No, it's semen, man.
QR beard.
Thank you.
But yeah, like I can't remember what I was saying. That was so distracting.
Who just farted?
I think it was Knackers farted.
I just heard.
Knackers
I heard
farted.
I heard a mini tight toot.
It wasn't me, bro. You wouldn't be able to hear it from my microphone and I got that dynamic microphone, baby. You ain't gonna be able to hear nothing unless I'm right up in here deep throat this.
I'd like to tell you how great mine is, but I'm under DMCA. Actually, I'm kind of a big deal. I got a DMCA.
How many times can we do it?
You know what's funny is Jimmy was giving me shit about my reoccurring mention of Beacon, yet his entire backdrop is Twitch partner banner, Twitch partner Connect 4 game, everything else from his Twitch partner box.
The only decorations shit that I have, everything else is in storage. I'm going to my storage shed to go get other shit, but
your Twitch partner storage shed?
Yeah.
Are you gonna drive there in your Twitch partner truck?
It's purple.
Do you have your Twitch partner driver's license that you get?
And Twitch partner sirens that just go, sheesh, all the way.
Bishop, were you done?
Yeah. Oh, so I was going to say, I remember what my point was. Thanks for going on that tangent. It saved my brain. But the Knackers were saying that obviously Twitch was on a break and they went quiet and they haven't really responded to the DMCA stuff overall, right? Like when the music stuff was happening, there was a big response by Twitch and they took the time to write up all this information and all this everything else, because music transforms the environment that you are in, right? Like music adds to the experience of going to a concert or going to this or that or whatever it is. It's not the main condition for your experience, but it adds, it's supplemental to the experience, which is why people, like when you're at a basketball game, they're playing music for, half times, between breaks, whatever it is, to keep the ambiance and like create the emotional reaction. You don't see them playing the Avengers. Okay. You don't see them playing the Avengers because that would be distracting, and it's a whole different piece of content. Right. And I think that the reason, and I don't know, this is coming personally, not because I work at Twitch, but personally, that Twitch hasn't responded because this shit is fucking obvious, right? Like Twitch doesn't need to. I don't have the expectation for Twitch to write up a tweet or like a big document like they did last time to be like, hey, here's how to avoid these DMCA takedowns. It's pretty fucking obvious, and everyone knows that they shouldn't be watching TV shows on a stream or sitting and streaming the UFC or a fighting match or something like that they don't own, because it really takes someone that is extremely risky and someone that's like, I don't really give a fuck, to go and stream a TV show on their stream. I also think that it shows a lack of comprehension of law. I think it also shows a lack of giving a fuck, right? Like, obviously these people they don't care because they're like, I'll probably get away with it. But like, you have to imagine that at the high levels of some of the people that are doing this, they're making hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars a year doing this, and they're running a business. This is probably the riskiest thing that any business could possibly do. And the fact that we've saw all this virtue signaling and all this other bullshit when Streamlabs was found to do all that stuff, a few months ago, and everyone's like, wow, how could Streamlabs come out and absolutely steal the product of a company that's trying to compete with them? Motherfucker, you're streaming, making $1 million a year, and you're stealing the content from Fox for your content, for your stream, so you can make money. Now, you're sitting there and telling us how terrible of a company Streamlabs is when you're doing the exact same fucking bullshit and selling it and making money off of it. Like, you're ultimately doing you have the same fucking business practices. So I thought that was crazy ironic.
If BP gasoline, right, said like, oh, like, hey, we're gonna sell gas, but there's no guarantee of the quality of the gas that we're giving you. Like, there's a chance that it might be 87, but it also might be 83. Like, the way that Twitch treats like copyright content, they're like, yeah, sometimes millions of our users just stream copyrighted content. There's nothing we can do about it. Imagine if your water company was like, yeah, sometimes you get excessive amounts of leads in your water. It's just like, I don't know, it's kind of how we're doing it these days. Like, oh, yeah, like sometimes you get good gas and sometimes you get mud. There's like, we can't really do anything about it. And to your point, Bishop, them doing anything about it proves that they can do something about it and that they're not doing anything about it.
Yeah. Well, yes. And I don't think that, so like, I think one misconception what I think is a misconception from my point of view, and I have to reiterate that it's my personal perspective, but I don't think that Twitch really cares. It's not Twitch's objective to care about DMCA. It's the rights holders' objective to care about DMCA. If YouTube didn't have pressure from the rights holders, they would have never created their software that takes down videos with DMCA content, music, that sort of thing. The only reason that these platforms care is because they don't want to lose their safe environment, right? Like they don't
safe harbor.
Yeah, they're safe harbor. So I don't think that I think the misconception is that it's Twitch that should care about this stuff, but they should only care if the shitfire hellstorm comes down on them, because their objective is to protect the streamer, right? And their platform, IMO. And I feel that because it's like, I don't think that Twitch will do anything about it until they hear from a rights holder, right? Like Twitch won't work to take down UFC streams unless the UFC is pressuring them to take down the UFC streams. And that's why you see a lot of people getting away with stuff, is because those rights holders are unaware that this is happening. Like if Fox knew that MasterChef was being streamed on some of the biggest partner stream and full seasons of it was happening, or like were being broadcast through a stream, Twitch doesn't take those down because they're not actively like looking through all these different streams looking for this content unless rights holders are pressuring them to, which is what I think. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure. I don't think that they're actively searching for like soccer matches or boxing matches or football matches. Like you used to be able to come onto Twitch years ago and you'd have all kinds of fucking stolen content. It was like the Artifact channel just all over Twitch. And obviously that's changed because Twitch has become a lot bigger. There's a lot more liability. People know that Twitch exists. A lot of platforms, music industry companies realize Twitch exists and they're streaming on Twitch, and they're like, whoa, like UFC is starting to stream on Twitch, and they're like, whoa, wait, we're seeing some of our fights happening live on someone's stream. Let's start taking those down. So I think it comes from like the standpoint where Twitch benefits if Twitch would benefit greatly if if these rights holders didn't give a shit. Twitch would be a great place to come because you could watch all kinds of content. It'd be like if Netflix could put any video or any movie on their channel without having to pay for rights. They would benefit greatly from that. If it was up to Twitch and up to Netflix and all these other companies that stream, they would love to have the rights to be able to do whatever they want, right, without having to talk to the rights holders. So I think that's why you don't see an immediate reaction. And I agree with you. I think that like them reacting and stopping people from doing it would potentially show that they have the power to do that. But a lot of the time, just in our history of watching Twitch, like we've only seen them be reactionary to DMCA stuff. They're not actively trying to stop DMCA stuff from happening by stopping your stream if they hear music. They only do it retroactively to the claims that are coming.
I agree with that. I had to think about that one for a second. Regarding the DMCA stuff, Jimmy, did you see my reply to you on Loco's video on TikTok?
I don't know if I did.
He's a really big deal on TikTok. He doesn't.
Yeah, I know. It's like I get so many views in such a short amount of time. Sometimes it's crazy. Anyways, follow me on TikTok, Knackers with 3 A's. So you responded to Loco's TikTok about the DMCA shit and people streaming, and I responded to you saying, middle-aged stream, please follow me on Twitch. Just being a cuck. And then so the next day, I wake up to a DM from Loco on Discord. Why did you tell that guy to follow you on Twitch? And I was like, I'm sorry. He's like, he's one of my best friends. I'm just fooling around. And she's like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, God.
That is funny. No, I think my response to her was, I'm not surprised at the punishment, but it's really just a slap in the wrist. You know, I mean, it's nothing. You know what I mean? It's a slap in the wrist. Nothing. No real change is going to happen until people start getting like serious, like long-term bans or permanent bans. I don't think.
Yep.
We're not going to see a change. And don't be that person. This is you listening to the podcast right now. Don't do it. I'm telling you, it's gonna come back and bite you.
Well, the other thing I think like I said, in my opinion, I think that these people are fucking us too as streamers, like Pokimane and Trainwrecks and all of yes, they are senior streamers. They're people that have existed, that have built these huge audiences, that have done really well, that are great streamers in my opinion. But by streaming full episodes of MasterChef, by taking these risks at a high level like this and streaming these full episodes, you're fucking every other person on this platform. Because there's going to be a time where Twitch is required by DMCA law to have some sort of proactive approach to stopping DMCA, like YouTube had to do, where YouTube took the proactive approach to noticing while people were uploading if the song was potentially DMCA, right? That didn't used to be the case, where you could upload, and as long as no one reported you, and as long as you kind of got away with it, you might not get a DMCA claim, right? Or you might not get your video muted because they didn't notice. So you could kind of get away with that. That's kind of where we're at with Twitch. We can kind of get away with this stuff, but the more and more we do this blatant dumbass fucking shit where we're streaming full episodes of big major TV shows owned by Fox and by CBS and all these massive companies owned that are run by these old dudes that want to make as much fucking money as possible, you're going to continue to fuck us as streamers, right? We're going to fuck us to a point where anything that we do is going to have all these barriers, and it's going to be YouTube, where no matter what you do, YouTube's at the point now where people can DMCA you even if they don't own the content, and then you're fucked regardless because YouTube doesn't care. They're just their hyper focus is to prevent rights being fucked up, and that's what happened with the apocalypse. That's what happened with people unlawfully DMCAing other people's content. People are still getting strikes. We don't want this platform to end up having, and streaming as a whole, to end up having to be that, because people are just being negligent and doing dumb, really stupid shit.
Well, and that's why I think what's going to happen next is that there's going to be some hard fucking bans, man. I think that if people continue to do this, this is like a warning shot, basically, across the bow. Like, hey, you are not above this. This is a pretty big warning. You could end up being deplatformed here because of this. It's not worth being deplatformed for an episode of a fucking reality TV cooking
for
show.
2 hours
or
of your stream. Yeah.
I mean, if that's what you think streaming is, maybe reevaluate what you think being a streamer is. You know, because if that's where the majority of your content is focused on,
End stream, man. Just end stream. It's
then just
Yeah.
fucking figure out something else to do. It's just, it doesn't make sense. You know,
it's like
you don't own that.
it's like the proactive like the proactive solutions, like I said, come the more often people push the limits and the boundaries and start doing ignorant shit. And a great example of this is Discord. Like, I can't talk in my microphone for more than 30 seconds if I'm listening to music, because my Spotify will stop playing music. And that is a proactive solution that Discord has worked with Spotify, because Spotify got annoyed with how many people were streaming their music through Discord to a channel of people. So it's like, just stop doing stupid shit. End stream. If you're like, hey, you know what? I'm kind of bored. I don't know what I want to do today. I want to sit and watch Gordon Ramsay yell at people. Just end stream, man. Or go into Discord and be like, hey, let's all start at the same time and watch these episodes on YouTube. Or like have a full screen of your reaction and stream, and then post in chat the watch together link so people are watching on YouTube if that content's readily accessible on YouTube. Like, there's workarounds to this. People are just being ignorant and stupid. And like,
it's another way to stay live and make money off of somebody else's content.
Exactly.
That's all it is. It's just, this is how I can stay live with not a lot of effort on my own part.
Yeah.
And I can make revenue based off of someone else's.
And I've seen the
That's what it
workaround,
comes down
this sort of workaround that I was just describing. I've seen it for UFC fights, where people will stream UFC fights. They'll be live, right? Or a sports game or whatever it is. There's no sound, there's no video of the event, and they're watching it on a second screen and reacting to it, right? Like, I'm okay with that, because you're the
that's different.
That's different.
You know,
but anytime that you're
or watch someone who's watching the game and you can see the reflection of the game in their sunglasses. I've seen that too.
Yep.
So don't be dumb, man. You're putting what is great about streaming is that it's the Wild West and that there isn't all these regulations around it, but that is put at jeopardy by people doing this dumb shit. And it's like, man, you're really going to fuck this whole environment up. Imagine having to go live and go through checklists, or like your stream gets cut off all of a sudden because Twitch has a proactive approach of stopping DMCA music. You're streaming and you're playing a game, and you're like 2 hours in, you have 50 viewers, and then all of a sudden the game plays a song and your stream cuts off because Twitch had to have some proactive approach because they were getting pressured for the DMCA stuff. Like, just don't be blatant, man. Like, don't have a 24/7 channel that you're playing music, because that would be really stupid. Of you being like, man, this is a banger. There's multiple levels of ignorance. There's like, there's ignorance that people aren't aware. They're not knowledgeable. They haven't been taught the right way, right? And that's an okay level of ignorance. But then there's this level of ignorance where you're willfully and willingly doing stupid shit. And that's where we're at with a lot of this, where like these streamers aren't idiots. They know what they're doing is not allowed. Like, they know that MasterChef is.
They're not. They're being exactly. They're being willfully ignorant.
And it's like we just gotta as a community stop doing that dumb shit, because it's the short term gain is not worth like the negative fallback of like rights holders coming in and being like, hey, we're gonna handcuff you guys, and you have to come up with a proactive approach, or else we're going to court. You know. Like a big UMG size company, or like a Sony or someone, they're like, wow, we're really pissed off. We're taking you guys to court over this, you know?
And it's going to get there, because we're not going to be able to stop doing this as a community. As much as the people want the power in their hands, we can't be trusted with the power, and it's going to take a massive slap in the face with a monstrous sized schlong in order for this to change again.
The last point that I have as well is it creates this really odd environment of unfair competition as well for other streamers. The fastest way to become a 100 viewer streamer is to stream the UFC on a fight night. That's the fastest way to get 100 viewers into your chat. Same thing with any massive sporting event is to stream something that's illegal, right? And by doing these things that are like UFC, they never do that. Don't do that. I'm not implying you should do this. But what I'm implying is that there's these kind of in-between levels where people aren't getting in trouble. Like nowadays, you're getting in trouble if you stream a UFC fight or a boxing match or whatever it is. You get in trouble right away. Yeah, Twitch is actively searching for those channels and taking them down, or someone is actively doing that. But we know that people have been getting away with watching full seasons of MasterChef and nothing happens, and they're live the next day. So it's creating this environment where other streamers are like, whoa, okay, people are funneling into those chats when they're watching those shows. Maybe I should start doing that. And it creates this level of like unfair competition where people have to do that to be able to compete. If as far as like level of effort required to produce content, it's a zero level of effort required for a high payout, right? Like many people will be attracted to your stream. So yeah, that's my last point. Is that that's a really toxic environment to create, and they are actively creating that environment where people have to do these things to have an equal opportunity to grow as a streamer.
Like you said before, it's only going to make things more stringent and more difficult for everyone else. Stop fucking streaming licensed content. Bottom line.
Yep.
Morons. Fucks. All right. Hey, we have one question before we wrap the show up that comes from Weenie. Jimmy, any chance the school districts will go remote again?
I think it only happens if they don't have enough teachers.
And not for the safety of the kids.
No. That's I think the reality of where I'm at, where I live in Texas. I think the only way we go remote is if we just don't have enough teachers to man the classrooms. That's the only way it happens.
Hey, Knackers, do you want to
Roger.
cap end that DMCA conversation with some websites that help you license content if you're a creator? So just some suggestions. I know that most of them that you know of are music related.
Sure.
If you want to cap end that, because I think resource wise, there's not a lot of resources for watching video on stream because it's not supplementary to your content. It becomes the main attraction. Obviously, there's watch parties on Twitch. Twitch lets you, if you have Amazon Prime, you can find shows to watch with your community. They tell you how to set it up. Where if this is the sort of content you want to stream, and I honestly think that there's some cooking shows on Amazon Movies or Amazon TV. I don't know what their platform's called. Probably should know, but there's obviously that's a resource. So if you want to create content, like if your content is reacting to MasterChef, maybe MasterChef exists in this watch party thing, or there's a version of like some cooking show that you can sit and watch with your chat that exists. They have that built out for you. But music and all that other stuff is obviously Harris Heller has his platform. You know more of them than I do. I'm kind of putting you on the spot.
I don't know of too many other than
Travis Heller?
Right? Yeah, Travis Heller. You know, you've got Pretzel Rocks, Epidemic Sound. Just go to streamwiki.com.
StreamWiki.
Okay.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
There it is.
Streamwiki.com/audio resources. Yeah, I mean, as far as like other things, obviously when it comes to streaming stuff, you've got Nerd or Die and Owned, as well as Visuals by Impulse. They all do both free and paid assets for your stream, overlays, alerts, sound effects. Like I said, Epidemic Sound, Pretzel for music. There's a website called streamermusic.com that was created by Loco and the Streamer Squares team that has an extensive list of where you can get stream safe content. But yeah, when it comes to audio, Pretzel Rocks is my number one favorite for sure. All right. Yep. 2-hour mark. Let's wrap this up. Jimmy, let everybody know where they can find you online and what kind of special events you have coming up pretty soon.
You guys can catch me on twitch.tv/middleagestream. The same at TikTok without the D on Twitter. And this week, I will be probably going to try and finish off Mega Man 8. Might do some more Dark Souls DLC. And I don't know. I might have another surprise or two up my thing. But I'll be back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. Like
Some doc notes in there.
Is that
8 o'clock Central Time.
are the surprises public information? Are they public yet, or are they
Currently
still under
not.
NDA?
They're currently under NDA.
All right.
Yes.
Bishop.
Not much going on. I'll probably I streamed for the first time. I forgot to mention that I streamed on the 2nd, I think. So I might stream again maybe tonight. I don't know. Probably not tonight, but I've been getting back into streaming slowly but surely. I'm gonna get back in the groove. It's very weird when you stop streaming for a while and try to get back in. There's so much moving around, and I'm super ADD, so I can't do multiple things at once really well. So yeah, I just have to get back in the flow of things. So I'll probably stream a bit more. If you're interested in playing Project Zomboid and you want a entertaining environment with friends and all that fun stuff, I'm going to continue to work on the server side of things and spin that up. And what I'm working on with like webhooks, basically, I want to be able to have a Discord server that tracks all of the cool events that are happening in the game. If you die, you lose your character progress completely. So those bullet points are really fun to keep track of like when someone created a character, when that character died, how much time they invested in that character before they died. A lot of fun stuff like that, like aggregating data and taking a look at all that stuff. So if you would like access to that server, it's currently private. But yeah, just hit me up on Twitter at BishopWasHere and or on Discord if you have my Discord. and I'll give you the IP and all that fun stuff.
Hell yeah. My name is Snackers. You guys can find me on this very Twitch channel or on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Knackers with 3 A's. I unfortunately do not have a YouTube video coming out tomorrow. I basically just said no and relaxed the weekend, and it was fucking fantastic. As I said,
you need to relax.
Yeah, dude, as I said on my stream the other day, if you're thinking about committing to one YouTube video a week,
don't do it.
Don't. It's hard, man. It's really fucking hard. But anyways, yeah, if you guys want to follow me on any of those socials, you are more than welcome. Thank you so very much, everybody, for joining us for episode 170 of the Crocs Not Pockets podcast. We will be back in 2 weeks with episode 171. If you're interested, please check out any of these homeboys on their respected social networks. And thank you very much for checking out the podcast. We will see you later, or we will see you on another time. Goodbye.
Uvula.